Hello, this is RJ from Game News USA here, and today we're going to go over the life and the legacy of Stephen J. Williams, otherwise known as Boogie2988, who came at you live through the power of the internet for nearly 2 decades. So without further ado, we're going to start this video. Please remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. It is very much appreciated. Stephen J. Williams was born July 24th, 1974. About to turn 50 years old. Better known online as Boogie2988, or simply as Boogie, also known as Francis, is an American YouTuber and commentator who makes gaming-related videos discussing gaming news, personal ramblings, vlogs, and character sketches. The most famous of which is his character Francis, a childish, lisp-affected, geeky adult with a tendency to smash various objects. He joined YouTube on April 5th, 2006. He made a video commemorating his 1000th video and took a moment to truly thank his fans for the support and the overwhelmingly positive effect of the channel and the experience it had on his life. Stephen even began the channel on April 5th, 2006, and has been expanding ever since. His first video was a 49-second clip titled Playing Dungeons and Dragons, and simply showed Boogie playing the game with a few friends. Before this, he had a video titled Promiscuous Girl, Fat Guy, which is currently unlisted due to copyright infringement. Stephen has mainly dedicated his channel to vlogs, where he talks about the gaming news and upcoming games. He also has rambling vlogs where he shares things about his everyday life. His most popular videos have been those involving his character Francis. He also streamed on Twitch TV 3 to 5 times a week, where he played various video games, often in a comedic way. He also sung karaoke versions of songs and even has a few original raps. His main source of content is through YouTube and Twitch, but he's also created other fan bases on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and Tumblr, and has recently rebooted his gaming channel Boogie Plays. Did he? He currently resides in Fayetteville, Arkansas. As the internet got bigger, the demand for web designers decreased until Boogie had no money left. He was supported by his roommate until he discovered YouTube in 2006. He was very surprised that not everyone who watched his videos were mean. Some were kind and found it funny. After making a video of his character, Francis, being hacked in World of Warcraft, Boogie was given a shout out from Ray William Johnson, who caused him to have a bloom in subscribers and could start to support himself from YouTube. In October 2009, he received various phone calls from his mother that was in the hospital due to renal failure. He went to visit her, and she died whilst he was there. He later met Desiree, who had seen his videos. She eventually moved down to Arkansas to live with him. They got married in 2013. Much of his recorded in the Draws Life videos was the most viewed on his channel. He is very often open about his health issues he has been living with as a result of being so overweight, and touches on the topic often with his rambling videos. On June 25th, 2016, Boogie was hacked, and the hackers closed his channel. Thanks to being a VidCon at the time of the hack, Steven was able to recover his channel and videos with expert assistance from staff at Google and YouTube who were in attendance. What were the odds that he would be at VidCon when he got this hack and was able to get it fixed immediately? On October 31st, 2023, a documentary starring and about Boogie was released titled The Sad Dark Life of Boogie2988, which was made by Mike Klum. It details Boogie's mental health, his downfall online, and financial situation. He had admitted that he had a poor spending habit, spending $1,000 to $10,000 on games, merchandise, and sex workers, though he does make attempts to make up money, such as selling his cards, attempting to get a job from an employment center, though he failed his attempt due to his felon in wanting to make content for YouTube instead. He took that job interview as a joke. He would eventually end up in a relationship with a girl named Desiree Davis. In the end, he attempts to meet up with a shaman and take mushrooms to fix his behavior, to which it seems like it changed his outlook on life. More about that shaman later. Let's discuss his early life. Steven was born July 24th, 1974, in Abingdon, Virginia. He grew up in St. Paul. Steven's father, Carl, was a coal miner, and his mother, Wanda, was a preschool teacher. Boogie had an older brother named Brian and an older sister, Carla. After his siblings left home, he was left alone with his mother, as his father was always working. Steven attended St. Paul High School, where he went to a pre-collegiate program called Upward Bound, where he met many friends and his first girlfriend. He then went to the UVA Wise, but flunked out after breaking up with his girlfriend. The dude completely melts when his girlfriends break up with him. His brother then gave him the opportunity to move to Fayetteville, Arkansas to reinvent himself. He learned how to code and become a web designer. He made many friends who played Magic the Gathering. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with lymphedema, and a doctor tried to amputate his leg, but Boogie would not let him. The lack of being able to exercise caused Boogie to become more overweight, and he became more depressed. Shortly after his father died of cancer, his mother then had a fall and broke her leg. It would never heal, so she could never work. Boogie has said this event pushed her over the edge. Yes. On August 1st, 2017, Steven received gastric bypass surgery to help with his morbid obesity. As of February 2019, Steven dropped from 500 pounds to 347. According to Steven, that is the lowest weight he's had since 1992, when he graduated high school with 380. During April 11th to 13th, 2019, has mentioned on his Twitter account, Steven took a dental implant surgery to replace all his teeth, of which 17 out of 19 were infected due to poor maintenance. On December 19th, 2017, Steven announced via a YouTube video that he and his wife were getting a divorce, which was finalized on February 13th, 2018. He gave an explanation on Reddit saying, "I think the reason we separated was simpler. She wasn't happy and wanted to leave to see if she could be happy. She waited until I knew I was going to be okay post-surgery before she left." Additionally, Steven has also been outspoken about his divorce on the H3H3 podcast. On July 11th, 2023, Boogie uploaded a video called "My Girlfriend Moved In," in which he reveals that he has a new girlfriend. However, his girlfriend is not shown, and they are having a fun time with each other on Kid Behind the Camera's YouTube video titled "Boogie's Girlfriend is Real," is where Boogie's girlfriend got revealed. In February 2023, American YouTuber Wings of Redemption accidentally leaked DMs about the fight of a boxing match between him and Boogie. At first, they're simply looking at Twitter mentions of his opponents. Boogie2988. The conversation includes several messages from Keemstar. He says that while the contracts are not yet ready, this is very much real. We are very much really doing this. He tells both Boogie and Jordy, as if to make it clear to both they should be preparing for the match. One specific detail that particularly is interesting is Keemstar mentioned how much both YouTubers will be paid for the boxing match. According to Keemstar, both Boogie and Wings will be paid $10,000 each for the match. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. On February 27th, 2023, Keemstar tweeted that his boxing promoter Happy Punch was in talks with Boogie and Wings for a boxing match in May of 2023. On April 19th, Boogie uploaded a video titled "This Is Really Happening, I Am Fighting Wings of Redemption," where he announced that he is fighting him in London on May 13th. On the night of the fight, Boogie was defeated by Wings of Redemption in embarrassing fashion in the second round by TKO, in which Boogie didn't land a single punch and did not block a single punch. Many fans have questioned Boogie's personality due to apparent discrepancies in his behavior in his YouTube videos in comparison with his behavior while streaming. In his YouTube videos, Boogie demonstrates calm and collected behavior on stream. However, he displays arrogant and brash behavior. Boogie conceded the discrepancy in a tweet, stating that his YouTube personality is who he wants to be, and said he has made multiple statements on Twitch that have amassed him in multiple controversies. One example: during a podcast appearance, Boogie claims that some good has come from the Holocaust in the form of medical advancements that made it possible by the torturous human experimentation and research conducted by Nazi Germany. He later retracted the statement, declaring that he had gotten the idea from one of his previous teachers. In another example, he and his friends made fun of Danielle, a deceased friend who had died from lung cancer. Boogie later clarified via tweet, stating he and Danielle used to share in dark humor together. Nonetheless, the backlash was considerable, to the point of a subreddit dedicated to exposing Boogie was created. My God. Boogie's previous wife, Des, divorced Boogie in response to ongoing behavioral issues. Boogie went on to make a video in which he played his fictional persona Francis having a mental breakdown following the divorce and alleging Des be the cause. Boogie would later state that the video was intended to be humorous, although many viewers remained uncertain. Boogie would later use the dating platform Seeking, where he would meet and subsequently enter into a relationship with Lucy Fox. Though it would not last, following the end of the relationship, Fox would later release a video in which she accused Boogie of manipulation and abuse, recalling that in one such case, he had verbally abused Fox and attempted to deter her from finding employment. Despite the severity of the accusations, Fox did not disclose Boogie's identity. She kind of did. Owing to a general lack of evidence as well as appearance by Boogie on the YouTube channel Drama Alert, Fox's allegations are often dismissed. They're not dismissed by me. I think her allegations are probably spot on. It was revealed in the 2013 documentary The Sad Life of Boogie2988 that Boogie had spent over $200,000 on sex workers. Let me repeat. Boogie spent over $200,000 on sex workers. Do not give this man money. Period. He spent $200,000 on sex workers and wants your money. Don't give him any of your money. I beg you. He took him on lavish vacations, dinners, luxury items, theme parks between 2018 to 2021. He admitted that he likes to be around and have sex with beautiful women, saying he wanted LA 10s, not Arkansas 8s. An anonymous sex worker said that because of her time with Boogie, she quit her position to have a family and pursue her nursing degree. He made a hooker quit having sex for money. Let's get that in our heads. Boogie has also said that he deserves to have fun and have sex with women because of his status on YouTube. Many criticized Boogie for his sexist, misogynistic view on women, spending over $40,000 a month on sex workers, and his entitlement on women. On May 24th, 2018, YouTuber Total Biscuit passed away after going through a coma. Boogie responded in a community post saying that Total Biscuit threw him under the bus. He stated he was working with a shady PR company at the time. Boogie was criticized for chiming in that Total Biscuit was lying to him. He responded in a tweet saying that the post was meant to be complimenting Total Biscuit for saving his career, not criticizing him. Really? On June 19th, 2018, Boogie starred on a podcast with H3H3. He gave his opinions on the LGBTQ plus community, saying while he did support gay rights, he stated they should have equality at a slower pace instead of having it immediately. Many fans of the LGBTQ plus members criticized Boogie for his supposedly conservative views. However, Boogie never ended up responding to the controversy. There have been numerous accounts of Boogie lying and manipulating his fans about his mental health and physical health and other topics. This made fans even more frustrated since it came off as honest and he had promised his fans to stay on a healthy diet. One example was when Boogie went on a trip to a Mortal Kombat 11 event and multiple pictures showed Boogie eating unhealthy foods. He gave the excuse saying that they only provided fries, burritos, cheeseburgers, and other foods. However, pictures and videos from the event show food trucks were serving much healthier options. Another example was around June 2019 when Boogie was planning to buy a Tesla. In several tweets, he had claimed that he had enough money to afford a Tesla, but realized that he couldn't afford it. Many people criticized Boogie for lying to his fans. Boogie later said in a video that McJuggernuggets convinced him to buy the car in order to not get the blame. He later appeared on the PKA podcast and admitted that he asked his fans to pay off the Tesla. Scum! In 2019, Boogie got exposed by the YouTuber Christopher Tom. In the video, Tom stated that Boogie had been manipulating his fans for a while now. He showed proof that Boogie played different characters on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. He also showed proof that Boogie manipulated his fans with his weight. After this video, Boogie's subscribers rapidly began to go downhill. Boogie had also started making very controversial quotes, which made a ton of people question his Boogie the person on his YouTube. And he would actually go on to be, I believe, the first YouTuber ever to lose over 500,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time. Really. He hit 4 million twice, once going up and once going down. On a Twitch stream, a donator asked Boogie why he was getting so much hate online. Boogie proceeded to list the different kinds of trolls while sounding sarcastic and narcissistic. He eventually talked about the trolls who intentionally took things out of context and made them look like they were worse than they actually were. Boogie called them the worst human beings on earth, further saying that Nazis and rapists were better than internet trolls because at least Nazis and rapists had a reason for their beliefs. After garnering a severe amount of backlash and hate, Boogie backpedaled his statement by saying he meant trolls who stalked, hunted, and killed people, such as the murder of Christina Grimmie. But many people say that he didn't mention trolls who killed online celebrities. It got severe to the point where Keemstar responded to Twitch statements. Sometime in the summer of 2020, a YouTuber named Frank Hassel was terminated. His content mostly consisted of him harassing people in public. On Twitter, he claimed that Boogie was the one who got his account terminated. For the next few months, there was a back and forth between the two. Eventually, Frank moved over to Boogie's town and started threatening to come to his house and hurt him. Keemstar did an interview with the two, but hesitated to upload it since it mostly consisted of Frank saying he was going to go to Boogie's house and Boogie saying that he would put a gun on Frank. On September 28th, 2020, Frank eventually came to Boogie's house and Boogie threatened him with a gun and told him to leave. After not listening, Boogie fired a warning shot at Frank. He left soon after. Boogie later addressed the incident in a video Keemstar uploaded. The interview and some of the footage from the shooting on Storyfire. Months later, on May 11, 2021, he was charged and arrested with a warrant of $5,000. The next day, he turned himself into the Washington County Jail. He was released later on and was currently awaiting trial. Boogie made a video on June 1st talking about the situation. He clarifies the arrest and says he's been coping using therapy, medicine, and other practices. He also said he's aware of the controversies he's been in since 2018 and wanted to become a better person. In 2019, Boogie began investing his money in Bitcoin after getting advice from his friend, Jesse Ridgway. While Boogie admits that it was a bad investment, he also says that he will still have the funds even if he retires from the internet. However, on October 5th, 2022, Boogie released a video where he says he's lost the majority of his money after investing in cryptocurrency and getting demonetized by YouTube. He encourages fans to subscribe, like, and comment, but also consider donating money, use Super Chat, or buy his merchandise. The video was heavily criticized by fans and other YouTubers. People think Boogie is begging for money and depicting making videos as tiring, often comparing him to a controversial streamer, Darksidefilled DSP. They've also criticized him for investing in cryptocurrency. Weeks later, Boogie uploaded another video in which he thanks his audience for donating money while also reacting to comments on YouTube and Reddit. Though this video was also heavily disliked. In a YouTube video titled Fighting Boogie2988, Kid behind the camera announced that he is not friends with Boogie anymore because of the Twitch live stream where Boogie is going to Charleston for a gaming convention, and said that he wants to fight Michael. Michael stated that he still wanted to be friends with Boogie but gave up on the friendship. Later in the video, Boogie2988 almost shot me. Michael goes to Fayetteville, Arkansas to see Boogie for footage for the Keemstar show for the boxing match between Boogie and Wings of Redemption. Boogie thought Michael was Frank Castle, and he almost got shot. When Boogie knew it was Michael, he was invited into Boogie's house. At Boogie's house, Michael throws his behavior medication down the sink in the bathroom while they travel to Houston, Texas for a gaming convention. Though Michael frames it was an accident. Boogie did not like the fact that Michael lied to him, saying his pills weren't missing but had to tell the truth. Boogie and Michael have broken up their friendship after the incident happened. Michael stated that he was going to break his friendship with Boogie because of the prank he did, and so they both cut ties with each other. Meanwhile, Boogie leaves Michael outside by himself, and Michael goes to Charleston. In a video titled Keemstar vs. Boogie2988, in the vlog at the end of the video, Michael says that he does not want to hang out with Boogie anymore because of what happened to them in Houston, Texas. This is the end of Boogie2988 and Kid Behind the Camera's friendship. The reason why Boogie ended the friendship with Michael is that he did not like the way Michael clickbaits his videos towards him. In a YouTube video titled Boogie2988's Girlfriend Surprises Kid Behind the Camera, Boogie took his girlfriend to Somerville to see Michael. He was shown in the video running into the house, which was filmed by Boogie's girlfriend. Boogie calls Michael on his phone, and Michael makes a joke on Boogie that if he ever shows up to the house, Boogie would be shot. On Michael's YouTube video titled I Almost Shot Boogie2988, Boogie goes to Michael's house uninvited, and while at Michael's house, Boogie shows Michael and his behavior medication that he is medicated for his mental episodes. In Michael's house, Boogie and Michael start talking about what happened between them in Houston, Texas. Boogie told Michael that their friendship was on pause because of the videos, and Boogie tells him that Michael filmed everything on him, and Michael tells Boogie that he filmed himself walking into his room, which was a prank. And while arguing and talking about the videos that they did on each other, Boogie tells Michael that they both had a fun time together. They went to Galveston and the Rainforest Cafe and had a fun experience. Boogie says to Michael that his therapist says whenever he has a mental episode is the way he thinks. And so, Michael and Boogie apologized to each other and resumed their friendship. And Boogie would go on to be part of the Lolcal podcast with Keemstar and Wings of Redemption and Tommy C, where it was the only thing that was keeping him holding on to his home. The only real source of income due to the dried up nature of his YouTube channel. And Boogie has caught a lot of flack during this time. His own shaman that he used to have accuses him of stealing $100,000. There was a dispute over who actually had the magic cards at a time. And Boogie continuously puts out clickbait videos involving his girlfriend who's young but not underage. That causes outrage. Boogie will often delete his Twitter posts, delete uploads, delete comments in his comment section. He will take down his own videos. So he very often will backtrack and flip-flop. He's known for using his own cancer that he claims to have for sympathy. He has made videos where he admits that he's a narcissist. And at the end of the day, I don't think Boogie should be handled in a way... I do think Boogie should be handled in a way where you just don't give him money. He's making money off Lolcow podcasts. If he's entertaining the audience, that's great. If you give Lolcow money, that's fine. But once Lolcow is done, it's looking highly likely that Boogie will completely go broke. There's no doubt. So, for however long this ride lasts, I do salute Boogie for being a long-time member of the YouTube community, covering gaming and doing different stunts with his character Francis. And I even like his new character, Andrew Cake, which he's got a lot of flack for trying to himself sell people on crypto after he lost all of his money on crypto. And I believe those are all fair and valid criticisms. I think when you discuss Boogie2988, some people will remember him as Mr. Rogers of the internet. Others will remember his epic downfall. Some will know him for the Lolcow podcast, or his boxing match, or his failed marriage. But at the end of the day, the thing is, Boogie's had a wild, wild ride when it comes to his life. And we have been here as an audience, seeing it happen for nearly 2 decades. And we'll have to see how this ride comes to an end. But for now, that is the retrospective. There isn't much more to say when it comes to Stephen J. Williams. Nobody knows what the future holds. But we can only look to the past to find what possibly could be going through the mind of Boogie2988. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. I thank you. Have a good day.